Hi. Okay, so this episode, I'm gonna go over my crazy week of being a wife, a mom of two, still looking for work, using Claude AI as my business partner. Basically, I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a real week. I've been using it now for about a month or so I'll put it here. This is what my schedule looks like for July. So if you watched the last episode, you already know my contract job ended. I'm 42, I'm rebuilding, and Claude AI has basically become my unofficial business partner. But what I didn't get to show you is how I actually use Claude. Basically, and it's not just for the big business stuff, which, like I mentioned in the last video, it's been great for that. I actually started using it for the day-to-day, the messy, the beautiful chaos that is my life right now. And someone who's basically trying to hold it all together. So if you look on my calendar, everything was built out through Claude. I gave it details of like all the businesses that I'm going through, whether it's through my Etsy, through my own website, through KDP, the Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, Amazon affiliates, YouTube, the planning of filming, the editing, and then adding in Kung Fu that I do with my girls, Qigong, which I'm trying to incorporate, going to the gym, and then still finding time to meal prep, still clean the house, whether it's like the deep cleaning or like the regular weekly day-to-day cleaning. I basically gave Claude the instructions. Here's my roles. Here's the things I want to focus on. I want to build out time for each of those. Obviously, I'm still looking for jobs, which on a positive, now that I'm in the July month, I don't know, June just was not loving me. I was going through, again, roller coasters, but I think I just needed to survive June. And there's a lot of spiritual testimony that I'll probably have to take another video to discuss that. But soon as July 1st hit, then that's when I started getting job interviews. So more to come on that. But backtracking on what I'm currently doing, just trying to organize my life and get my life together. Utilize Claude to help me with those day-to-day, those goals, blocking out times, because yes, I still do the paper notebook, I still like to write things down and just kind of see everything. But I also utilized it saying, hey, this is what I want to do. These are my goals. I want to block out time. Claude, here's my schedule. And I'll show here. Basically, I went through my Gmail, and unfortunately, I could only use one Gmail. I tried to also connect it with my Outlook because I'd use multiple calendars, which is probably why I need to condense everything. But for whatever reason, it just was not connecting to my Outlook. So I just primarily used one of my Gmails, my professional one, because that's where all my job interviews are going to be housed as well for scheduling. And it built out like my morning routines. Right now the girls are on summer break, so we don't have necessarily an official morning routine, but once school starts in the next few weeks, it's going to be go go go, and I need to have my structured plans. So yeah, so I ask it to block out my Etsy, what the things I need to update or add more products, my eBay, my Amazon, YouTube I need to film and edit, emails I need to send out, the Amazon Associates task, Kung Fu, pick time. And that's the thing, Claude doesn't just organize it and just throws it on my calendar. It actually does prioritize it. So it tells me what needs to happen on Monday versus what I can wait till Thursday. And it does also account for my energy levels, because I have noticed, and I did tell Claude that my peak hour times where I feel like I'm lots of energy, I'm very productive, I get a lot of things done, and mentally I'm focused, is usually around 10 a.m. I've noticed that over the last, I'd say probably since I became mom and my eldest was born, 10 a.m. has always been my peak focus time. And so I added that information in there. And so Claude incorporated that when building out the schedule. Now, looking at this calendar, it doesn't take me 3 hours to just sit here and plot things out. I'm like, okay, I should do this. It literally takes maybe 20 minutes. And then each week, every Sunday night, Sunday is usually my day where I'm just my day of rest. And I just take the time to just look at my week. What are my goals? These are the things that Claude has prioritized. And I make my adjustments as I need to. And it's only literally 20 minutes of my time. So let's walk through what my week actually looks like. So morning routine first. Right now, we're kind of a little bit on this lazy summer morning. I'm not waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning like I normally do. And eventually I would like to try 5 a.m., wake up and go to the gym, and eventually I will get there. I'm just not right now. Yeah, so Claude helped me build my morning routine by asking me what my goals were and what time I had before the kids needed to be anywhere. It gave me like a 45-minute morning block that includes my movements, just quick some like qigong stuff that I could practice in the morning, like even doing middle stance. Middle stance is TaeKwonDo, Kung Fu's horse stance in the morning, doing my AG1, which I will put the code down below, my intention setting before the day starts and kind of get myself ready. Then like on Mondays, I'm focusing on like the products of putting Etsy and the print on demand items, which by the way, that's also down below. Been launching some new different styles and more astrology things. So please take the time to check that out. I would definitely appreciate it. And also working on better SEO. Even I've gone back and basically said, hey, here's my current listing title, rewrite it to rank it better in the search. And it's given me options I never would have thought of by myself. So it's been very helpful to be able to like rebrand or that's not a word. Basically kind of remake the new, it's not even new. So it's the redo my goals for my products. So that way they'll be more searchable. Now, this week, I do have a dentist appointment. So no, first, Tuesday, I do have interviews. I have 3, which is great. I'm being grateful for that. And then still being able to fit those in within the time blocks that I have. And then Wednesday, I do have a dentist appointment. Obviously, no one just plans their week around a dentist appointment, but I was able to structure my day saying, okay, looked at that and made sure that I had time for travel. So it did move my YouTube filming for later on in the afternoon for that day and kept my Etsy work in the morning after the appointment, because it's going to be, I don't know why I selected a 7 a.m. dentist appointment, but you know what, that's okay. And then I also have a family trip later on in the month, so I'll be able to block that time out and then also book for that trip the couple days prior, because I gotta make sure I have everything packed up for a household of 4 and plus the puppy, which I'll probably have to go on the other channel, but we have stuff I need to film with the hubby on our other channel concerning Cinnamon. So I'll leave that for over there. Oh, and then I do have my friend's birthday later on this week. So on my website, I do have a gift oracle. So I basically put her birth date and year, and it gave me an idea of the products that I have personally on Toastecandy that I could send out to her that would be meaningful. But at the same time, it also gave me some Amazon choices as well that would be a good choice for her. So went ahead and got a gift. She probably won't see this yet, so surprise, happy birthday! Yay! Then my health stack. So I'm going to be doing, in the next episode, I'm going to talk more about like the health options. And again, I was working with Daniel because of the job situation. I'm basically economically not active right now. I had to put a pause on my training with Daniel. Kind of sad about it, but I'm still doing my push-ups, still doing my sit-ups. And Claude actually also put in the gym time for me for each days, the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I think. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And eventually I would go back to Daniel to get the focus again. So putting his information down below as well. If you want to work with him, he's great. And he was mine and my eldest's former Taekwondo instructor. And now he's doing his own fitness. So he's amazing to work with. Please go ahead and take a look, give him a shot. And obviously let them know that Teresa sent you over. But basically it includes my health stack. I'll keep it at that. So if you want to try AG1, I'm not sponsored by them yet. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you want to give them a try, I've been enjoying them. It's been very helpful in the morning, especially first thing when you need to hydrate. And it's a quick drink where you know you're getting the nutrients, you're getting all the vitamins and minerals. And if you want to give them a shot, I have a link down below. Please go ahead and give them a try. Okay, so I promised you I was going to be real, because you're going to get transparency and honesty with me. So what worked? Like I mentioned earlier, I still like to handwrite things out. That's still very old school, but I just like to be able to write things out, see it physically, and not just through a phone. And it's just easier for me. Now, weekly planning things, it can get overwhelming. Like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure all the women out there, you're wearing multiple hats. I'm a wife, a mother of two, and like I said, I'm economically not active right now. So job searching, but at the same time, I'm working on my business with Toastecandy. I'm working on my Etsy side of Toastecandy, working on the Amazon affiliates, working on this YouTube channel and trying to be consistent. And it can be overwhelming. So Claude's basically helped me feel less overwhelmed, being able to just write down all my thoughts, as crazy as my thoughts are, of like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this. And it's able to take that information, as crazy as it looks and as it sounds, but it's able to get me organized and even create those calendar invites and block out times. Obviously, I have the control if I don't do that block of time, or I have to reschedule it or move it to another day. I can do so. It's not set in stone, which is great. So things that didn't work. Obviously, I am human, and yeah, those morning routines, I have not been following them for the last since it was inputted, because everyone's still sleeping. The girls are still passed out in the morning. School hasn't started, so there was no reason for me to wake up that early at 6 a.m. right now. So yeah, I have not been following it. So again, you have the control to actually follow it, but the thing is, the point of it all is to be more organized and to get it done. Oh, so one thing that I will give Claude, and I think it's just the creators of it, because sometimes I was just not sleeping and I'm just sitting here looking at my phone and asking Claude a whole bunch of questions, and sometimes random questions or even questions, but like, he explained this superstition to me, and it got to the point where Claude was just like, you need to get rest. Why are you still up? I'm not answering that for you. And I will put what it said here, because my butt was just, I couldn't sleep. So I was just like, okay, I already read the Bible. It didn't put me to sleep. It's still early in the morning. And so here's my question. And Claude was like, no, now you're being too much. It's just stop. I'm not going to answer that. I've never, even with ChatGPT, it's never said like, hey, no. It made me laugh. And then I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll unplug, turn off my phone, and just try to go to sleep. So if you want to do this yourself, I would say it's really simple. Open up Claude, open up a new chat, and connect it to your calendar. You want to connect it and then list out all your roles, list out your priorities, list out things that you would love to see in a week. Think about, what would your ideal day, ideal week, ideal month look like? And tell Claude, this is my peak time that I feel like I'm most productive. These are the times that I have to pick up my kids or take them to school. Be as detailed as possible. And Claude will organize all that. And it's up to you to accept it or tell him, Claude to him, right? I want to rename it Luna, but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, I digress. But it's up to you to actually accept the calendar blocked out times and follow them. But at the same time, it allows you to be a little bit more organized and be able to feel like you're accomplishing something throughout the week. So even though I'm not economically active right now in the sense of like a W-2 job, it's been helpful to be more organized in this sense. I'll go through the steps. So step 1, open up Claude. It's free to start. Put in the prompts. You could put a prompt like, I'm a mom / business owner / insert your life here, all the different roles that you have. Here's everything on my plate this week, and then list it all. Help me build a realistic daily schedule that accounts for my energy, my priorities, and my personal commitments. So that's just a very basic prompt. I would go as detailed as possible. If you know when you're productive, if your kids wake up at 8 o'clock every morning, or you go to sleep at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and you want to have a nighttime routine. Okay, so step 3, take what it gives you, take what Claude spits out back at you, and then you adjust it for what you feel like is for your life, and you put it on your calendar. You accept what you want to accept. Step 4, actually follow it. So that's where I'm working on, and it's been helpful. It gives me focus instead of me like, okay, I should film, or I should do Etsy, or I should do this, or I should go apply for jobs. It helps me like, okay, no, today is just going to be posting KDP journals, or today is only going to be posting Etsy products, or today I'm just going to be filming. Now, the goal is not a perfect week. I just want to emphasize that. The goal is a week where you've made progress on the things that matter and didn't completely abandon yourself in the process. As always, with any AI item out there, Claude is a tool. You are still the architect of your life. But sometimes you need a really smart tool to help you see what you couldn't see before. If this video helped you in any way, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more videos. I have a lot of ideas of things that could be coming down the pipeline, so that way you're not missing anything. Please like and subscribe. I definitely would really appreciate it, because every single subscriber genuinely matters to me. And if you would like to see the AI powered GIF on my website on Toastecandy, go to the toastecandy.com/gift oracle. I'll put the link down below, and you can actually use it. It is for free. It gives you just some ideas if you are getting stuck on what to get someone for the birthday, or if it's someone that you've never met before, or if it's someone that you've met for the very first time and you're just getting to know them and you're trying to figure out what kind of gift to get them. And again, it's a free AI tool on my website. It gives you some ideas and costs you nothing. All it takes is just knowing their birth date and their year. So I'm Teresa, but everyone calls me Usagi. I'm 42. I'm rebuilding everything from the ground up, and I'm documenting every single thing that's happening. Like I mentioned, June to July, some miracle spiritual things had happened, and I'm grateful for, so I'll probably take a quick video to do that and post that up here as well when I'm ready to share that. So with love and moon dust, bye.